Hello everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. Oh, we got a bunch of folks with us already. We got Key over there on the Twitch side, half in the midst of the let's get the ads out of the way reel here. It's very weird. Is Twitch trying to run two ads at once? Good old Twitch. And Tass and CPM over there on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Hello. Today, we're going to be trying to get through the rest of the game routine. Sort of a sci-fi, sort of like light horror game. Mostly like horror walking sim kind of game. But it was interesting. I would like to see how it end. But that's our goal today, is to get through that. Let's check in with the kitties before we get too much further here. This is a parent. Little princess is across from the keyboard. I shall not speak her name just yet, because that might wake her up. Let's see, Sherbet passed through the play area. He got a lot of back and head scratches, and then I had to clean his chin again, so he is lightly betrayed. If I get it early enough, then it just becomes a it becomes more of a, you know, hey, how dare you kind of pattern for him. Then we have Sky, Mason, and Sammy on the bed. Got a nice little triple there. But yeah, pretty good week so far. Sleep is all over the place, but otherwise things are going well. Somebody had asked about the game coding. We will get back to that. I say that a lot lately, but we will get back to that. One of the advantages that we're getting out of this hiatus from that project is an opportunity to rethink some of the core workflow and patterns to it, and figure out if there's new inspirations that I want to incorporate, or just alternative patterns to either improve things or concede to the limitations of the system as I've built it. Ideally improve things, but we'll have to see how that go. Average. Oh, but yeah. Okay, we did get Twitch behaving. Hello there, Key. Okay. All the audio is in place. I do see audio coming through from the game. So when last we played, we had maneuvered through what seemed to be an abandoned facility with indications that the words and things that the security system had gone haywire, and we had seen towards the end that there were indications of something strange found outside the station after a lunar earthquake, a lunar quake. And whatever was seen in the recordings of that seems to have psychologically affected the person who recorded it, and also had a negative impact on the ship's security system, and that it seemed to have been caught itself in a loop re-watching that footage. and subsequently begin taking actions to quarantine the infection, which appears to have involved the killing. We got to the core and supposedly shut it down, and then things got weird. Weirder. Just spine. There we go. So we got to here. This is the first, like, living thing I recall seeing. Let alone the leaking moisture. This is not a structure that you would expect in a lunar vacation location. Let alone that we have what appears to be stone there. Like... yeah. Things are still weird. Okay, we still have our maintenance zapper. It is a pretty quiet game. Commons 2. Just ambiently quiet, let's say. So we will have the music on unless it becomes a disruption to play. Archive is inactive. Archive security required. Servers are inactive. Archive reboot. How are we? Oh yeah, we need some charge here.
This is Dr. Weber, clinical psychologist for prison. Today is the 8th of September, 1978, 11:28 LTC. The canal's influence is undeniable.
The furniture and decorations in the place do align with a date of 1978-ish.
An unusual series of effects, both remarkable and concerning. I suspect I will soon follow. Until then, I remain committed to my work, observing and documenting the canal's effects on personnel in the ward.
Okay. Whatever a canal is, when we came to after the odd imagery that we got after shutting down the security, it referred to leaving a canal. And this implies there is a mental impact from that is infectious, it would seem. Let's flip all the breakers. Power all the things. Except apparently that one. Look at you. Not openable yet. There is a blinking light on it. Oh. There's glowy narrative stuff in there. Security level 1. There's no screen to interact with, is there? Let's try. Beep boop. Nope. The game can be real quiet. Until it really isn't. Not really a jump scare game. Things can be startling, at least so far. Let's put down a save point. A lot of diegetic UI in this game. I think that's where we came in, but now we have this. Let's... Okay, we have a bit of a puzzle here. It is a very... It's a very organic location. It is a place that feels like it could be real. Okay, there's more yet to poke. So we have these security level markers on the doors. This is a game from 25, so it doesn't look like they're intending to, but simultaneously, it is very suited. It doesn't require a great deal of like running around. Generally, it's jog over and hide behind something. There is like shooting, but it is very, very limited. This is essentially like an EMP weapon that is meant for like rebooting or reactivating some systems, or like interacting with computers wirelessly. If you try to shoot something with it, you have 3 shots in a battery, and the batteries are finite. That's what these are. I haven't seen one since we came here, but there were security robots. The security system was able to interact with one of them at a time. It is very horror adjacent. At the very least, it is a very unsettling place. Security sign-in required. Okay. We got a blinky latch there. Yeah, and that's how we could get in here. The door is ajar. No, it's not. It's a door. Okay. Okay. Lots of battery packs around. See some cables that run in there. We don't have enough power to turn on the archives, but that might be... What happens if I press this button? Okay. I can't seem to get into imaging, so what if we turn that off, turn that on? Oh, I heard stuff. Maintain general functionality in the ward. Click. Rebooting the ward general systems and functionality. Please wait. Ventilation systems active. Security level 1 CAT interface module required. Click. Well, something definitely happened. Can I... Okay, that did not interact, so let's look around. Gun in zap mode. Don't like how much noise comes from that. We're definitely going to need to be messing with... the gun is very chunky as far as how you interact with it. That right there is the electrical discharge, the kind of maintenance mode. Flipping this is kind of a UV camera. So far, the only thing to eat battery is the discharge. Commons, the lift entrance. Wait, is that imaging? That's reception. Yeah, we no longer have the little red blinky. Oh, okay. It's a push door. I don't like that at all. But if you look, all of your movement is like mapped physically in the environment. So your footsteps, the way he's moving, he's still holding on to it. Sophia's terminal.
Listen. It searches for something.
Oh, there's an it. Wow. So we got our cassette player here. We got some floppy drives. We've got, yeah. These are laser printer shaped, but hard to tell. Oh man. Full hard button lines on the phone. Okay, let's check all of the stuff here. Incident report, unsalvageable data, video, canal survey footage. Both video and photographic documentation were taken over the 4 hours of the canal exploration. Upon reviewing the data, it was discovered the video recorded on DVC has significant interference. James Mason, engineering technician, is working on restoring as much video and audio as possible. From the looks of it, they're at least the general shape of like a 3.5. Like a 5-inch floppy is, it's usually just a wide slot. You don't have what looks like, flaps or anything like that. I remember when installing games could require like a stack of 12 plus floppy disks. Sky. Let's see how well you can get an impression of what's going on here. He's getting chin scratches. This is true. So you look there, and there's hardly any of him visible. That's because he is pretty much entirely on the mouse pad. Like, there is no, like, the movement that you're seeing on screen is just him shifting ever so slightly along with the chin scratches. One moment. I had the audacity to laugh wrong. Gotta be careful. Can't use that one for another 4 hours. Local pet store has started stocking larger cat food tins, which are wildly less expensive than the smaller ones. The Nintendo Entertainment System, yes, was well, okay. Earlier Japanese version, yeah, you just plugged them in. They had a floppy disk variant of that. Eventually, they did have versions that used cartridges as well, but even then, the Japanese cartridges tended towards like smaller ones. The US release, their cartridge infrastructure, like the logistics chain for it, was very different, intended towards even larger cartridges. And especially with the early ones, those larger cartridges were almost entirely empty space. But additionally, the version that made it to the U.S. and to a lot of countries outside of Japan actually had several features that were pulled from it. In particular, the Famicom, the Japanese one, the controllers actually had microphones in them. One of the things that you could do in some of the games was to essentially make a sound into it. One of the early variations on Zelda, if I recall, the first Zelda game, there are these little rabbit-eared things, and I think I can't recall if the US version had an alternative for this, but if you made a sharp sound into the controller on the Famicom version, it would wipe them all out. And the manual and the inevitable hint books that would come out as well, but in particular the like in-game text in the manual mentioned that they would be hurt by loud sounds. These were features that did not make it across for whatever reasons. There are like manufacturing, there are estimations about the market, and to some extent relatively insulting assumptions about the gaming community over in the US sometimes. The classic one that I recall was in the Super Nintendo era. And there was a so this was after Final Fantasy IV, I think. It was after 4 or 6, 2 and 3 in their original US releases. That they released one called Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. And it was really dumbed down Final Fantasy, like very linear, very straightforward gameplay. It is noteworthy, though, that it was not actually titled Mystic Quest. In Japan, when it was released, it was Final Fantasy US. It had been simplified to suit Western audiences. All right, let's see here. Diary. Red on black is a interesting choice for monocolor font. Let's see here. September 9th. James was right. I saw it too. Is there an issue with the interface module software? There has to be a logical reason behind it. That's not good. It's no software anomaly. It's here, in the ward, watching us. That's real not good. Been monitoring all areas with the interface module. It's the only way to see it. Whatever it is, it's tall. If I recall, the Virtual Boy was also notorious for causing like eye strain, headaches, and also things like neck pain and whatnot because of the way that you had to sit to use it. Email from James Mason to Sophia Robinson. Been seeing some odd images on my cat screen when using the interface module. It looks like something walking by. Maybe it's all this DVC footage I've been scrubbing through. It still works, but I don't want it to cause permanent burn-in or cause any issues with door access. Do you mind testing it and giving me a loaner for the time being? Burn-in. Dear family, this is the founder, William Davis, to everyone. After the incident at the canal, a new safety protocol has been put in place. All further travel to the cave, that's a capital C canal and capital C cave, must be in twos with a required tether between pairs. No entry into the canal is permitted until more studies are completed. We're all understandably feeling multiple emotions right now. Please reach out to me or Judith if you need anything. Well, somebody's super dead. Interface Module Manual. This module is designed to interface with terminals and doors. It offers a new and streamlined security process. Point, await check, engage operation. Point the module directly at the desired screen, wait for confirmation via on-screen visual feedback. Do not proceed without a positive check signal. Operate the module function once the check is confirmed. Do not activate this module function while pointing at a person's eyes. It may cause severe ocular damage. This is noteworthy. This means that almost certainly we're going to aim this at somebody in something's eyes. There were similar warnings about the maintenance module, the electrical discharge, saying do not aim it at the Type 05s, the security robots. 2 direct hits from it. The first one will open like their core access, and the second one would disable them. The active function requires 1/15 of total battery capacity. Okay, it looks like we're going to have another cost to use. Oh, grab the thing. There we go. Install the interface module. Achievement get. Okay. That is this module selected. Noted, noted. I mean, without the ominous implication of somebody having died or something like that, it would seem like a like part of a tourist attraction of some kind. Okay, so it said that there would be some sort of check or confirmation. All right, we're just going to try it. Click. battery. Okay, no visual depletion. You're gonna... I feel like I'm gonna hear the thing coming. Henry Becker to Matthew... Seems French. You believe it? Yan said they're running additional tests on the scoop samples and she'll know more later. We need to get out there. The canal has so much more to tell us. Are you ready? Are you kidding? I'm more than ready, but I don't think we can get an experiment crew scheduled so soon after the sample collection mission. Most are assigned to sample tests in secondary rotation. Secondary rotation is stretched for coverage as it is. Be fine for just you and me to go for a few hours. We'll be tethered, and we only need to get close enough for the imaging equipment to capture any potential visual distortions, movement of moon rocks, clouds of regolith, or anything else out of the ordinary. Clouds of regolith seems, really out of the ordinary. Time has finally come to answer the call. We are now ready to embark on our journey to research what beckoned us here, the canal. Before we set out, let us meet in the arbor at 9 for breakfast, so we can gather around a piece of our old home in a new home. Okay, I suspect the arbor is that tree with the, like, stonework or something. Clearly checking for anomalies is a euphemism. I think we brought something back with us from the canal. I understand these are not my assigned duties, but I had to document my findings. It has hair, it metabolizes, and based on the prints, it appears to be rather large. Please review the markings video I recently compiled. Today I woke up with a heavy weight on my chest. I couldn't breathe. Moments later, it lifted, as if something was laying on me. Was this a warning? Does it know I've been observing it? Cognito hazards. All right, let's raise the death flag and watch the video of the thing. Get an achievement for watching this. Some big prints. Markings that resemble hand and footprints, anatomically consistent with human morphology, but at a scale significantly larger than normal. Guessing it's meant to be like hair caught in some of the catches up there. Yep. Hair has been discovered in several locations within the ward, often caught on protruding surfaces. Consistent with the prints documented in Exhibit 1, it is evident that the entity in question is unusually large. Space Sasquatch. Large amounts of possible emesis or fecal matter has been discovered in the ward and annex. Tests show traces of digestive enzymes and gastric acids. Likely emetic discharge, so vomit, I think. Further tests are required. All right. All of the power was turned off. I don't know. It's prong 01. I mean, I can see a possible like a shape impression of a fetus for a moment there. Making noises wall thing. From Koichi to Barbara. The apple tree is showing some concerning signs of severe dehydration. Water level has been adequate and soil readings are good. Conditions above otherwise have been stable in the arbor. I was planning to reach out to you for your opinions on the ecological effects of some potential treatments, but that led me to ponder. Do you think this could be related to the canal scoop samples? Every now and then it goes that way, CPM, where if there are people chatting in both streams, that things do get odd. Judith to everyone. Hello all. In light of recent events, I want to be sure you all feel open to express any of your feelings with me or William. Additionally, if you would like to express your feelings privately, you'll notice a new program on your terminals entitled Diary. You are encouraged to write in this as much as you would like. It is completely voluntary and private. Only you will have access to your diary files. As always, if you have any questions or need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Yeah, they're entirely private and only you can access them. But unless we are to assume that some sort of like security emergency setting opens everybody's personal account, if you can walk up and just use the programs on a terminal, they are not private. Let's see, in October. I don't understand. 1 minute I was working in the annex helping with the EL9 disinfectant. And next, I'm sitting in the past just staring towards the canal. The significance of where we are is as fascinating as it is terrifying. Are we a disturbance in the ecosystem here? All of us, even the apple tree. Maybe this place was never meant to be our home. Perhaps the canal is exhibiting some type of lure that triggers something in our olfactory, visual, and auditory senses. Maybe it coaxed Edith, Matthew, and probably Ken to enter it. If that is the case, I wonder if we can imagine ourselves as part of the nutrient cycling of the ecosystem. If we were to offer up parts of ourselves, would that be enough to satiate the cycle? That is a concerning chain of thought there. What if we give it a couple of limbs? Do you think it'll be okay with that? They got cubbies. Berry packs. Hard to tell what that's supposed to be. Like, are these like vacuum sealed foodstuffs? Oh, hey, they got a slide projector. Okay, pathway to Commons 2 through Commons 1. Imaging 2.
It is not mere delusion. I've seen him. The interface module must be used. For reasons that remain obscure. This module sees that which the human eye cannot. Do bear in mind, he observes us as well.
It's not ominous at all. During the canal sample collection mission, the crew collected rocks, fines, core tubes, surface scoops over the course of 2 hours. In the surface scoops, they observed a new substance resembling mucus. Let's see, notes. Tests of the mucus substance returned results of proteinogenic amino acids. This is proof of current life living alongside humans on the moon. Yeah, we seem to be dealing with space Sasquatch here. Definitely present, large, and in some ways hard to locate or perceive. Elevator can be faulty. Give it a moment and try again. Interesting. Elevator may need percussive maintenance between uses. I'm definitely not going to remember where I need to go. We are doing the I'm just going to wander pathway for now. to... It's very creepy, isn't it? Oh, that's a thing. Well, this is like what the guy saw when he was out in the out filming. Oh. It's making noises. Commons 2 as well. Oh. No, that's not a body bag. That's like a suit. It's like the person melted into tendrils. Very fungal. We have a locker code potentially. I'm not one to reflect on my actions and thoughts. However, this place, the canal, it means something. Something significant. Concerned. James has been quite withdrawn lately. I know we're all going through something, but I haven't seen him in days. James has lost it. He's locked himself in the vestibule and even set up a strange code system using a keypad in the restroom. I'll try to track his movements so we can gain access to the vestibule. He's the only one left in the ward with security level 2. Any findings will be sent to the archive terminal for everyone to access. Someone isolated themselves in the vestibule and reset the codes. I think it might be James in there, but he's not answering. I haven't been able to do a manual override of his security level 2 actions, so we're all locked out. You're tether partners, right? Did he mention anything to you after the last time you were on the moon's surface? I'm concerned about James. He started to spend a lot of time in the vestibule recently, and now he's locked himself in there. He isn't responding to anyone, and Polly can't override the codes. We used to do puzzles together at downtime when we were in mission training. I'll see if I can make a few guesses at figuring out the code, but I'll need your help if we are going to get the door open. Not sure about his mental state. All right. We can't just scan for fingerprints on that one. Okay, well, we have an indication of what the security system might have been trying to clean up and what may have been seen out on the lunar surface is a body with those tendrils. I think this might be our keypad, including nearby concerning bottle of pills, scissors, and scalpel. Nope. There's our grating over the door. The ambient sounds are disconcerting, are they not? Hello, Ember. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yep, those are claws. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. And the doors stay open, so... do that then. For science. Okay, no, they don't. The doors shut if you power them down. Which is, real unsafe. It's one thing for, like, airlocks to seal if power goes down. It's another for interior doors and what have you. Disconcertingly loud, isn't it? December 12th, to conduct the canal survey at the location of the reverberation epicenter recorded on the 20th of June. Canal survey process complete with incident. Core tube and surface specimen collection complete with incident. Spectrometer complete. Magnometer. Is it, so use of the meter suffix is often inconsistent. Is that magnetometer or magnetomer or whatever, you know? Lunartograph. Video and photographic documentation complete with incident. Missing person, Edith Stone, the lead geologist. Discovery, biomarkers. Unsalvageable data. Echo. Words fail me today. A lot of thrumming in here. Remembering where all the different remembering where all of the power terminals are is definitely fiddly. Yeah. Witty Prince. Disconcerting, no? Imaging 2 can lead into imaging 1. So many ambient sounds. Okay, the scanner does eventually use it up. It is that 1/15th. I am hearing sounds akin to what was on the cassette, though. Some sort of reliable vision augmentation would be great. Given this is our optical enhancement here. Limited POV and the most ineffectual camera. Or flashlight, I should say. Keypad. We want to get into imaging 1 and 2. I feel like narratively that's our next important step. Also the lift up to the servers. Don't know if we're going to have the clearance for that, but we'll check. Archive security sign-in required. Okay. That one. Brutal the jump scare is going to be when that thing grabs us for the first time, you know? Oh. Oh no, we need to find the door to imaging 1 and have the switch for it flipped so that we can get in. So let us resume meandering. Yeah, there's imaging 2. Commons 1. That thrumming sound. Unpleasant. We saw imaging 1 around here somewhere. Get into archives. Okay. Okay, door to imaging 1, active. Makes the noises of like the doors and the pipes and whatnot all the louder, doesn't it? Oh, well. Okay. You need imaging 1 or 2 and echography. Echography. In order to proceed here. All right. So far the 1s and 2s are just door into that area, not a separate area. Noted. So it is not the second imaging area, it's the second door into imaging. Security level 1 cat interface module. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Hello, Spot. Welcome. We're playing Creepy Game. Connection to server failed. Please ensure server is operational and try again. Okay, we have to get to server. But we got archive security granted, which should mean we can use the lift. Doors to imaging don't do us any good in our situation right now. It may be that your screen handle changed, Spot. Though, as per usual, my memory for names is terrible. Really kind of surprised Space Yeti hasn't gotten us yet. Yeah, game dev streams have been on pause for a little bit. Got another project I'm trying to get through that requires programming, and that's being done off stream because it's like secret cool stuff for the stream. As well as just an opportunity to kind of reset, you know? Yeah, there's a great deal of quiet in this environment. How are the other cats? Actually, good opportunity. Let us check. Everybody is doing well and is healthy. Let's see. Visible kitties at the moment. We have been watching Sky. Yeah, that's right. And Molly is getting a snack. Ember is near the play area. Oh, yeah, and Sammy on the bed. Sky is the big fluffy one. Hard to tell. Is this meant to be like a it looks like a sealed body bag. But you have the little holes for around the eyes and the mouth. Like those are like regular holes, as if it is meant to be something you can see and breathe through. And the fact that there are no like booties. Okay, we got monster vomit, which includes over top of a calculator. Oh. Let's see. To conduct the canal sample collection at the entrance of the canal, core tube and surface specimen collection complete with incident. Videographic and photographic documentation complete with incident. Multiple samples collected during the canal exploration mission tests for sample 3476 detected assemblages of steraine. This is proof of ancient life on the moon. Oh, hello. Ember has passed through. Hello, baby. We are also live on Twitch, Spot. Not a lot of conversation over there. Key swung through early on. 3, 4, 7, 6 are being allocated to undergo. I'm taking that screenshot because there is a sample number there which may be relevant. Okay, so the critter has definitely been here. Actually, think on that. Look. We have the sprouted tendrils and the oozed goo from the bag here. We have a splatter there. We have a trail up the ground, which heads kind of this way over here. Now, it's possible that it's actually the reverse. Is something happened in here, and the person stumbled this way until they collapsed. But this looks kind of like a clean room suit. And they've just kind of melted out of it. Hello, 9. Is that number? How about 7473476? Nope. Have the passcode to get from there. We've got security clearance. We've got archive clearance. So we need to get to the lift. And thus we need the lift access on. Distinctly possible you spotted something, Dead. But additionally, there's just a lot of general visual noise going on. Audio and visual noise, you know? Turn off Commons 2. We don't really need Commons 2. See, that sounded like footsteps. Welcome back, Spot. You need level 2 for elevator entrance. I think lift entrance is different. Let's verify. Yes. Definitely psychological horror elements, Spot. The classic horror elements are not heavily present. Looks like Mason and Sammy are on the bed now. For the most part, the character is not powerful in this game. The security robots could effectively two-shot you. And you have to hit them with 2 of 3 shots out of the gun if you want to stop them. Otherwise, it's just hide from them. Okay, so we need to be over in the commons side. Oh, maybe systems is where it'll be. Okay, there's servers. We can get the servers turned on. I think we have access to get to them. And that's the next thing. It's like our... Thought there was a fuse box around here somewhere. The one. It's a very slow, methodical game. Flowers. Hello, Sky. Oh, oh, we are quite a bit in. So we're gonna halt for a moment. We're gonna take a quick break. Give me an opportunity to get up and stretch my back, as well as give the kitty some food before Sky goes into full revolt. Hello, Ember. Yes. So back shortly. A little bit protracted there. Sorry about it, folks. Seeing if the kitties will be lured by this. So it is a 3-tiered rotating tray with little scoops, or little bowls in it that have cat go-gurt in them. So the upper tier they can easily get to. The lower tier, the lower 2 tiers they'll be able to smell, but they'll have to push them around and rotate them to get to it. It's akin to one that they've got where there are little like lids and whatnot. Of them, Sherbet is the most capable. One of the 2 Maine Coon brothers that I had some time ago could also deal with the sliding block puzzle and whatnot, but he was big enough that his way of solving that puzzle was to pick it up and shake it until the treats came out. He wasn't terribly clever, but he was strong enough and big enough to get away with that. But I have successfully lured the kitties over. Let's see if we can find that fuse box now. It's around here somewhere. Dark little side passages with the it's kind of like rebar or something like that. It's not going to be there. There's a sound. I mean, if I had some magic missile spell slots, I could attack the darkness. No. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta take the opportunity to take a swing at a joke, you know? So tunnels like this. We had it on briefly. There was a time when we had the switch for it flipped. And we have subsequently not been able to get into there again. This is definitely the nature of this game, though, is just trying to find the way forward. They really avoid anything that could be construed as holding your hand. If you bump into things, you will make noises. Read as if you bump into things, the game tries to mess with you for having the audacity to accidentally touch a thing. Wait. Boop. Go into my toolbox and get me the three-pronged weasel splicer. The three-pronged weasel splicer. What? Just bring me the weasel splicer. It's a lot of goop on the floor. We are in optimal jump scare position. Well, it's the end of the week. Everybody's going to be trying to get their streams in. Beep boop. Did you hear it moving? B1, J1, J2, and G3. Oh, yeah, those are bars. Neat. Cyberpunk 2077 was okay. Played some of that. I do like a good cyberpunk setting. But a good cyberpunk setting, like a well-executed one, is rare. They tend to just be techno-power fantasy is how they end up being. The anime, the 20 Cyberpunk Edge Runners did it really well, like really well. No errors found. Please close the diagnostics application. Drive check completed. Stand in the highlighted area and access security monitor above using your interface module. Yep, stand in jump scare position, please. There you go. It charged past us. So importantly, we don't know where it is. It charged the door. Neat. It's in the ceiling. That's annoying. Okay, we at least get that. It acceptable-ish. The face, yeah, I can see what you're getting at. Or there was a pathway to imaging through here somewhere. It's comments too. So it looks like hitting it with the light will reveal it for some time. Get to a fuse box in here doesn't help me. Or if it can be zapped. The path. I think it's off to the right. It's level 3. Well, the thing is clearly hostile. Save point, save point. Here, we turn on the archive. Deimos. Emergency echography of the canal must be performed. This requires level 3. If you lack the clearance, report to the founder in the annex station. Well, that's annoying. A lot of times the things can't pursue you into narrow spaces. The vestibule. This is Callie. I'm leaving this message for any remaining members of Prism. still inside the station. We are trapped in the ward. The surface airlock requires security level 2, but Mason is the only one with access, and he's locked himself inside the vestibule for fear of contamination and exposure to Entity A, the thing following me. He's encrypted the restroom side entrance with a strange keypad system protected by a hidden code. Managed to confiscate his code diagram and supporting photos. I've secured them in my locker. The pin is 8737. Screenshot. If you're reading this, decipher Mason's code and retrieve his ID. It's our only chance to upgrade our security clearance and return to the Annex. The Founder needs us. Mission obtained. Site footage canal. Reverberation epicenter. Video and photographic documentation was taken over the 4-hour duration. Upon reviewing the footage, significant interference was detected, rendering the majority of the data unusable. Of the nearly 4 hours recorded, approximately only 30 to 40 seconds of footage was partially usable. Well, the canal is much more cave than canal. Now is the foundational purpose for Prism. A resolution must be achieved. Wait a minute. Can I... Oh, well. I don't know if I cut it off too soon or something. And we may have to try giving it a zap after we've revealed it. Okay, so we need to get back into the commons. You know, I suspect it is. It's unclear whether it is a native life form or something that developed. No, arose from the surroundings in some fashion. Okay, it's that way. Definitely over there. He's having a bad day. Zapping it only very briefly upsets it. It's very bitey. In theory, I think we could trap it. Well, no, it goes up into the ceiling, so. Or have this kind of situation where you feel like you need to be quiet outside of the game. It doesn't seem like a happy critter, does it? I must have run right into it. Well, that's kind of tedious there, that if it just comes around the corner, you can get ended. Hello, Sammy. Yeah, there's that little film with the flower. Do do do. Left to right. Do we have to find these things like a symbol? Hmm. That's like right here, so. What does that? Code diagram and supporting photos. There is something in here that is part of the diagram. There's some sort of imagery to this that is related to. The flower is definitely imagery that we've seen in a couple of places. We've got the video going, which shows that growing and rotting. We've seen other folks like have sketches of it, like near the AI core, near somebody's body. They had flower sketches as well. But what do any of these have? Is it that? Get it? Yeah, okay. Okay, if that is a thing, then in theory what does this, because there was an X there. So let's go, that's our ID code. We needed that in the first area before the whole AI core stuff. Okay. So maybe that's the X. Let's find some of these other places then. We need to go to the tree. The reception room, I think. Okay. Well, thanks for swinging through, CPM. Okay, if looking for anything like those symbols. This vicinity. I'm basing this entirely on the theory that that X is like what we're looking for. So I'm looking for something that might be like scratched into a surface, you know? Because the symbols that we've got on that listing are things that wouldn't be too hard to gouge into a surface. Something around here. There's got to be something around here. Because the photo is kind of... Is this the right spot, actually? Yeah. Photo would be like here. Guess it could be anything in the photo. It wouldn't necessarily have to be right nearby. Just wait, maybe this? What imagery we got? It says over here though. X's, circles. There's another X carved in that. Whether that made it the shape or not, though. We have a marker there. Which would be, is there anything here that might correlate to? I don't see anything is the problem. If that's the second, like, X mark, though. Could it be a coincidence? Absolutely. Can I touch it? No, I can't. Like a puck. Well, that's the... most apparent thing in the area. So let's find another one. We need the tree and we need whatever these cables are. I appreciate that the thing isn't perpetually up your nose, you know? Okay, from what angle on the tree? Looking at it with... So it's going to be from, like... Kind of like from here. Really hard to get a proper look at the thing, but it does look like it's from this angle. See any markings on it. Wait. Okay. 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 We're on to something. We need the UV light. Okay. Need those loops of cables. This way to deal with that thing is just not to be where it is at all. Does that actually stop it? Unclear. In theory, the screenshots I'm taking effectively give me prior knowledge. Like, even if it gets me, I continue to know that information, you know? Here we go. Oh yeah, these are written in blood. Come back here. Like opening that door alerted it in some way. Like it's right nearby. Yup. How obnoxious. Not quite closet stealth, at least. real quickly here. Spiral, we have the ladder, we have a handprint, and we have a, we're going to call it a crosshair. Okay, so I'm guessing like 3, 2, 3, 2. Unless there's a 0. Makes very moist sounds. Oh, well. Apparently that doesn't pause it. The option screen does not pause, as we have just learned. So we have this one, this one, this one, and this one. So it could be like 2, 1, 2, 1, but because it says left to right. We tried 3, 2, 3, 2, and there are zeros on the pad. Oh, wait. There are 2 spirals. Which spiral is it? Spirals clockwise. Is that the same one that I was thinking it was? It's that one. Okay. We could have 3, 5, 3, 2. I mean, it should be able to fit in here, but the question is, will it see us in here? Yeah, yeah. He's a noisy little guy. Right. Something wrong. Hey, let's do it zero based. So 2, 4. No, wait. Yeah. Oh. 3, 5. Yeah. Okay. 2, 4, 2, 1. Am I doing wrong here? We have that one. So a C with 3 little markers on it, a clockwise spiral. The ladder goes up and right. 4 prongs. And an X with a open space in the middle. Which should be this one, this one, this one, and this one. And it's explicitly calling out from this side to this side. Ooh, from the bottom. Good call. So that would be, once it goes back again, yeah. 3134, we'll try that. Like, not that. They're on arbitrary walls. In theory, the photos could matter, but the photos were in like a layout of 4 points on a square. You know, upper left, upper right. So this is the arbitrary wall. This is a photo, and then in the midst of it, we have the symbol written. Each of these is on a photo like that. I would run back to them, but it's super tedious to avoid this thing and get to them. I may have been able to turn the photos over, yes. But you don't get to take the photos with you. Oh no, I agree. I had to grab those screenshots as the thing was heading this way, you know. So the photos led us to the symbols. The symbols are supposed to be part of this key. Or 154. I was just looking as maybe number of brush strokes, you know? There are a lot of numbers on the pad. Okay, We'll have to try to get back to the locker. I think that's the next thing to do, is get back to the locker. Do. Noisy little guy. Oh, okay. He can no-clip through the wall and grab you. Neat. Hello there, Brave Knight. Welcome. This game is called Routine. It is a Steam game, yes. So this is one of the spots. Marker there. We can see the blood splat from where they wrote. Problem solved. Do. Ah. So here. So 4202. Is the thing gonna go? Oh, yeah. Or 5883. Auditory and optical. What are we doing here? You monster. Good guess. Embedded item recognition. First one was how many were rotating counterclockwise? What did you see? The ball? Okay. And what I saw was a lump of static, so... Oh, nice. Spatial discrimination. It is very blurry for me, too. That's rude. The horrible monster sound behind me. Emotive response threshold. Hey. I feel like that was a psychological test more than a functional test. Drain the basin.
This is Dr. Weber, clinical psychologist. Today is the 19th of February, 1979. 1846 LTC. I've been compelled to implement a three-stage process.
The second visual and the two auditory were definitely kind of
the first stage is the
weird.
entry chamber, a mandatory step for any personnel returning directly from the canal. Though, regrettably, not all exhibit the requisite discipline. The second stage, which I regard as the most critical, is the anchor. I've repurposed a hall within the Commons to repeatedly present footage of a hollyhock in bloom. Repeatedly watching it grow seems to have a noticeable calming effect. A basic yet apparently necessary comfort.
Okay.
The final step, designated the alignment procedure, is situated within the vestibule. This procedure is reserved for those in advanced states of psychological decline, producing a perceived mental and somatic reset. I shall continue to monitor the effectiveness of each stage. At present, however, these steps seem to be helping to a degree.
Even the non-severe stage appears to be the sort of thing that indicates this is causing severe psychological damage, whatever it is you guys are doing. Is this always my employee ID? I think it was 4315 before. Strikes me as different. Anyhow. Into the basin and start the somatic procedure. This is a real purification ritual vibe. Oh dear. Industrial. James Mason, 3986. God. This is an RFID card, and it is chonky. That's the kind of size you'd expect from an active RFID card. Imagine how disconcerting it would be if the pool was not drained, but you had to get back here to check the drainage and pipes. Like this whole room. Do 3986. Dingmost. It's the interface module to upgrade to security level 2. Okay. The tapes. Others can't see or hear it, but I can feel it. The message is clear. We must be cleansed before we enter the canal. There is time, but we must start the cleansing process now. It is very unlikely to be in a circumstance where cleansing of any kind, if you are describing it as cleansing for it to be good and often sane. We're going to be cleaned, we're going to be disinfected, we're going to be sanitized, but cleansing? Oh no. I think someone else was in here, maybe while I was sleeping. Did I let them in? I can't remember. I need to protect this space. Some sort of fail-safe code for only my waking self to understand. Oh no. They're leaving, entering the canal. How can I join them if I'm not clean? One more bath. Are you okay? James, are you okay? Judith, I'm concerned about James. I will return to the diary entries in a moment then. Okay. This email here is from somebody else. To somebody else. Okay, diary. Tapes. Too many contaminants to keep track of. This area has to remain isolated and clean. It must. I can't keep restarting the process. I won't be fully cleansed in time. Okay. Okay, charge is good. Just for the giggles. Our tendrils or vines reaching up towards a sphere. That's why I wanted to check that. Reminds me of the body with the corpse melted and the tendrils reaching up. The fact that that flower has a calming effect on everybody, and we see there are several people where we're seeing that flower drawn. We have this guy who went bonkers and locked himself in here for the perpetual scrub down. He drew flowers on that key for the password. One of the guy that died before he could reach the security system had been sketching perpetually more and more flowers on notepads. The anchor. Vestibule and wireless access point. Alternate save point. Progress. Progress. Got the looks of a potential decontamination chamber or a what else those nodules would be for.
This is William Davis, founder of Prism Institute. I'd like to take a moment to express my gratitude to each and every member of Prism. For your tireless work, your dedication, and your remarkable foresight. I suspect those back home are utterly unprepared for what we shall find.
Hello, Sky.
Once the ward is
Hey,
operational,
baby.
our real work begins. And I look forward to it with great anticipation.
There's a lot of capital letters in the kind of things he's saying. Sky demands attention. Provide security credentials with the module above. Beep boop. Become very quiet. Yeah. Just wondering that. We're exiting to the surface, so sound becomes muffled. Chapter 5, Endure. Got our guideposts. For science. Yeah, there's still food in the dish. I acknowledge you though, bud. The game said to, look, we put these posts on the ground to tell you where to go. It's like a light post over there. Okay. Very much a we'll teach you not to play nice. Yeah, one of the anomalies that they said that they were hoping to get footage of was floating regolith. Dooby-doo. Beep boop. Generally a really bad sign if your water system has ruptured, in your lunar base. The main wing. Oh, there's another melted person. Well, this is definitely a decon shower. Huh. Insufficiently cleansed, I guess. Everywhere that we've had these, we've been able to see them growing up towards like yellow light. Chemical lab. Door to chemical lab not on. Pamphlets. Laboratory.
We came so far, further than anyone perseverance of vision.
Yeah.
Soon the canal will speak.
Soon we shall serve the Kool-Aid. Yeah, no idea what the affiliation between this site and the other is, because this whole concept of prism and this research didn't seem to have been brought up before. Like, it was a tourist attraction when I arrived. Liquid. Overflow is at 100% capacity. Cistern is at 100% capacity. I think your theory is correct there, Tass. We gotta flush the system somehow. Oops. Double tapped the button. Just press some buttons here. Okay. Yeah, that's bad. Henry Becker, lead physicist. Tether partner, Matthew. Scott, what, sir? What? There's food in the dish. Water might be low. No, I think we just saved, so I think this is good an opportunity as any to wrap up for the evening. I had kind of expected, based on the kind of general playthrough times, that this would go faster, but it might just be that some of the puzzles took me longer, or that I'm searching more slowly. I don't know, but there's still at least a little left. But in lieu of another break and then potentially ending shortly after, we're going to relegate this to another time. I don't know, the robots were not as much of a problem because they were a big threat if you let yourself get cornered by them, but it was a matter of paying attention to where the shells are, and taking cover if one of them went looking for you. But that the alien thing, it really turned into a closet stealth area. That thing would be an inconvenience, not so much as I'm scary or I'm a threat. It's that I'm wandering around in circles, and if I grab you, you get thrown back to a save point. Tiresome more than a threat, We'll see what the threat in this next area is next time, though. Still, it's pretty fun. The atmosphere is cool. They get the right feel. The player character isn't powerful in this. This isn't Resident Evil or something like that, where as long as I have ammo, the enemy can be taken down. This is ammo is a last resort. And against that last thing, the ammo really doesn't do anything. It staggers them for like half a second or so. Very much a big deal. Did mention that you could shine the light in the eyes, but it didn't seem to do anything to it. Other than once we had got the light on it once and hit it, we could see it going forward, which is a nice concession that we don't have to rely entirely on the flashlight to reveal it. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to be playing kind of the other end away from this is just kind of a relaxing game called Restory. Just a little electronics repair shop thing. Little narrative, but otherwise just kind of chill little semi-puzzle game. Should be fun. Should be fun. But yeah, I hope everybody had a good time watching with us tonight. If you like what you saw and would like to see more, remember to like, follow, subscribe, comment. All of that stuff helps the channel grow, so I'd appreciate it if you press those buttons. But with that, I hope the rest of your day is good, and I'll see you next time.